Welcome back to Midday Kentucky, everyone. Well, our friends from UK are back to help us gain stronger relationships with our loved ones, and we're talking with Tracy and Ron Werner Wilson. Welcome back to the show, my friend. Okay, I love this conversation because couples often complain that they don't communicate, okay? And that's why they're having issues. What can they do to fix this, apart from the basic say hello?
Well, I think one of the things that, some of it should be some nods. So you don't want to just ask somebody, how was your day or how are you?
Yeah.
It's just too big a question and it's paralyzing because if
agree.
I ask you, Troy, how are you? What are you going to say?
Great.
Exactly, because that's the automatic response.
Yeah, that's the tough thing.
Yeah.
Have open-ended questions.
Or some specificity. So I might say to you, so Troy, how was that segment this afternoon about relationships? Or how was the segment about Alexa? Or are you really seriously thinking about getting an Alexa?
Right. So is that a barrier for communications, like that we need to open up and have more of a dialogue?
Yeah, I would think so. And I think some of it too is wanting to hear the answer. So staying around and wanting to hear the answer.
And connecting.
And connecting and not have it just being kind of something that, a habit that you do.
And we talked about that last week,
right.
about learning how to connect.
Yeah. So being specific and doing the groundwork, so in the morning asking, so what's your day like? Do you have any interesting meetings? Are you going to be doing any interesting segments? And then remembering that, and then when you reconnect in the, after work, then you can say, so how did that segment go?
Is it bad to just, it sounds awful to say this, but just say to your partner when they walk in, you can do your hellos and very briefly, but then just say, I need 15.
Absolutely. That's
I just need a break.
Strategy.
Right.
Just give me 15.
Yeah. And then we'll reconnect. We'll come back.
As opposed to
How
trying
do you
to do
say
it right
that?
there.
Just like you said.
Oh.
So do you have a degree in mental health?
No, I don't. I've just done enough talk shows that I understand what
you've
you're
got the
going to
lingo.
ask. Expressing admiration and affection seems like a good idea. Yeah?
Yeah.
Give me some
Exactly.
examples of what you mean by that.
Well, when we work with families, with kids, we often tell the parents, work to find your child doing something right, something that you like. And so throughout the day, become aware of what is your spouse doing right instead of falling in the trap of what bothers you. So you notice they picked up their clothes. You can mention that. I appreciate that. Or they took the garbage out. I appreciate that. Or they offered to pick the kids up from daycare without you having to ask. I appreciate that.
Okay. And I guess, the woman of the home feels like she is left with most of the responsibility. What do you need to say as the woman of the home to the husband or the partner? I need a hand. What do I do? How do I bring that up without the husband going, well, I work all day and I provide for this house, because then it starts a huge fight.
Yeah, and they caught in that trap of arguing with each other.
Right.
I think on this admiration piece, a fellow named John Gottman, who's done a lot of research in this area, would suggest that in healthy relationships, there's a ratio of 5 positive statements to every 1 negative.
Oh.
And so that's why looking for these affirmations that Tracy was just talking about are important. So if I want to ask you to do something, I might say, Troy, I really appreciate the fact that you invited us here. I really appreciate the fact that you were home on time. I appreciate the fact that you are such a good breadwinner. I know you work hard. I know that's important to you. I know it's important to your identity. And I know you feel overwhelmed sometimes, but I feel overwhelmed as well, so trying to use a nice statement. And I'd really like it, or I'm wondering if you can help me with fill in the blank.
Do you bring this up on a date? As in you going out on a date night with your, is this the time to have those conversations?
Oh, that's dangerous.
It's mixed. I think, but setting up the expectation beforehand.
Okay.
So if you say, I'd really like for us to find an hour or two to talk about some things without interruption. So then you plan it.
Plan it.
Right.
Open that conversation so we know what's happening.
Right. So, but you don't say, oh, let's go to dinner and a movie and have some fun, and then while you're at dinner, you say, honey, can we talk?
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if you want to find out more information, there it all is up on the screen. Good advice. I'm loving
Thank you.
this, let me tell you.
Good.
Hey, we'll be right back after this short break, everyone.
Thanks, Troy.
You watch.